Everybody hates Chris. Yeah, man, it's your favorite motherfucking sports podcast. Your boy right here, Scooter Boo Maxwell from the 901 Memphis, Tennessee. You already know what it is. Orange Mountain representative, East Memphis vet. Yeah, nigga, you already know. 38115, bitch.
Yo, it's your boy BK, man. Was really good.
And let's jump right into this motherfucker. Why do people hate Chris Paul?
I don't think they hate Chris Paul. It's more his playing style is just different. Like it takes a lot to get used to. You know, like that nigga in the gym where you like, yo, this nigga nice. And when you play on this team, you feel like you can't get your buckets because this nigga always trying to tell you how to play your game and shit. So I feel like that's Chris Paul.
That literally
That's
just happened to me the other day. Literally, I walked off the team, bro, because I know myself. I was like, bro, I'll hit you in your fucking mouth, bro. Like, I'm gonna just leave. That's exactly why I told niggas on the side. Like I said, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. They're like, why you leaving? I said, cause I'm gonna hit this nigga in his fucking mouth. This nigga probably never even played high school ball. How the fuck you gonna tell me what to fucking do? Fuck.
yeah. I think that's Chris Paul in a nutshell. But what happens is he's playing with younger niggas, so they, they respect Chris Paul because at the end of the day, them people who Chris Paul is trying to coach up, they they grew up watching this nigga be the point guard. Like they watched what he did in New Orleans and what he did with the Clippers. You know how he was one game away from taking the Warriors, a hamstring away from the Warriors getting popped. So it's like they look up to that nigga. So it's more of a respect factor than it would be somebody your peer level. It'd be more,
Yeah.
it's more of a respect factor. So I think that's the main reason. Even D Book said it. He's like, yo, it's not for everybody. Like Chris Paul's methods ain't for everybody. Like him and Aiton got into it. Like they said, like the first 2 weeks, first three, month of the season, they got into it. But I guess once they started winning and coming around, it was like, all right, I guess this nigga do make some sense or whatever. And do you look at that whole team? He's like, granted, he's old in the league, but like, he's like he's the vet. Like outside of Jake Crowder, everybody else is like under 25, maybe, like real talk.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that's what it is. But I mean, I can't lie, that nigga balled his ass off last night. I mean,
He did, man. He dropped 41 in the game clincher, man. 41. He went the fuck off. He was determined not to lose. And shit. He just nothing the Clippers could do about that when he just decided to take over the fucking game, man. 20, what is it, 25 in the second half?
31.
31 in the second half. Jesus Christ. That shit
31.
was fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, just one y'all night Clippers and everything. But Patrick Beverly said, fuck that shit.
Hey, that was some bitch ass shit. Like,
It was, dog. His back was
if I
turned.
was a nigga that wasn't like in like a nigga like, let's say Etwan Moore or somebody, you just you ain't about to play for the finals.
Yeah.
Oh, me and that nigga would have been scratching. Like, you ain't gonna I can't let my nigga just push my. I mean,
Yeah, man.
I get why like Crowder, like these niggas would be like, if I respond, I may get suspended for a finals game or two. So they kept their composure. They was probably laughing this shit off, but it's like that nigga could have got hurt. Like Chris Paul,
He could
injury
have.
prone ass nigga,
Yeah, he pushed that nigga
he
hard as
could have
fuck in
got
the
hurt.
back. In the fucking back. That was the bitch shit about that. Like, you ain't even like square up with him, nigga. You
But
just
did
literally
Chris
ran up
Paul
and pushed
say
him in the back.
something?
I don't think he said anything. I watched the replay like 10 times. I'm like, I don't see his mouth moving at all. Like, nah.
Niggas can talk without their mouth moving, so I don't know. You can like pictures,
That's true,
nigga.
but then again, Patrick Beverly is a Chicago nigga. You know, these Chicago niggas are grimy as fuck.
Did they interview Patrick Beverly asking about that shit?
I don't think so, because I was trying to wait and see. And I don't see it. At least they didn't air it. So
I'm surprised they ain't. I mean, I ain't watched. I watched a little bit of the shows today. Did they talk? I didn't really hear them talk about that. Or did they? I might have missed it.
no, they brought it up. Well, Shannon Sharp
Uh,
did. You know, Shannon Sharp was gonna
oh
have
yeah,
fun with that
Shannon,
shit
yeah.
and
My
everything.
thing
But
is Patrick
there was some
Beverly was talking cash money shit, nigga. Talking about
right.
every time he get a stop, first team, nigga. You've never been first team all defense, nigga. Get the fuck up, nigga. Like
As Rushman
every
said, all this nigga
supposed to
do
be
just run
first team.
around.
Hey, real talk, man. Like all niggas do is run around. It's just that when he do make a defensive stop, it's so. That's the word I'm looking for. It's so like
Significant.
it's No, it's not significant. It's more like he talks so much shit. So when you do see him make a play, he talks even more shit, and the crowd feeds to it, the announcers feed to it. So it's like, did he? I granted he wasn't book ass. I give him that, but it wasn't just all him being book, like him being a D book ass. Like he had a key stop or two, but D book, like you go back and look at some of the shots, D book just missed. Like I think it was more the mask than anything, like than Pat
Yeah,
Beverly. Like so, I don't know. He's had some, key stops. I'm not gonna hate on the nigga, but
yeah,
I get what Westbrook said. This nigga run around and he just run around and talk shit like he really don't be doing nothing. Like,
yeah. He don't really be doing nothing. But did you also see Boogie yelling to Chris Paul saying like, "That's why nobody fucks with you now."
oh nah, I ain't see that shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh man.
Boogie always hated Chris Paul. He don't fuck with him none whatsoever. When he was with Sacramento, he ain't fuck with that nigga. But yeah, they caught him on tape saying that's why nobody fuck with you now. And shit, all that flopping
Mm.
shit you be doing. Chris Paul flops a lot. He up there with LeBron. He does. He
Nah,
plays
he passed
ball.
LeBron. He passed LeBron. Chris
He might
Paul
be
flops.
past LeBron.
Every time he shoots a three, he flops. He kicks his legs out and he flops. It's pretty bad. Like he kicks his legs out, he flops every time he shoots a three. Nigga, it's pretty bad. I'm trying to think who flops. He might flop more than Ginobili, nigga. I don't know. Ginobili boy flopped into the league, nigga. I don't know. He
Yeah,
might flop
that
more than
shit.
Ginobili, nigga. This
That
shit.
nigga be flopping like a motherfucker, boy. That shit is
You know,
bad.
you
Even
know what I hate? You know what I hate? And a lot of point guards do this shit now, and it's all because of Chris Paul. Like, let's say like you running, you trying like let's say you like a center or a power
I already
forward
know
trying
what
to
you
get
about to
back in the
say.
play.
Hey, you stop.
And this nigga stops and he gets the foul and he shoot two free throws because they get a bonus or something. Nigga, I hate that shit. I'm like,
So they
bro,
are
like
stopping that next year. That's gonna be in
they
the
are.
rules committee. It's gonna be that the jumping into somebody when they go for the pump
Yeah,
fake.
yeah, I
If
know
it's
the
not
Trey Young and Hard and shit. Yeah, yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep. If
That's
it's
a
not in your
natural shot.
natural, yeah, you jumping into them. They stopping that shit. It was another rule that was big. They said they go look into also probably will stop that too. So I want them to stop that shit. That I hate both of those. The stop as somebody running down the court right behind you and you just stop
Yeah.
and get the foul. Like that's some bullshit.
But my only
I mean,
thing
but you
is
mean
with the shit with the contested shot, now that's tough because at the end of the day, when you a defender, you're leaping forward, right? So you telling me as a defender you can leap forward, but as an offensive player I can't leap forward to shoot. Like
no, no,
that's
no, no.
that's the
That's why you said natural. Do you know what they talking about when like you literally jump into them and stuff? Not like if it's your
yeah,
natural jump shot and they jumping
I
forward.
know that, but I'm saying so how as a defender, I feel like that takes the league is so offense minded now. That just gives the defense an advantage because as a defender, you're allowed to jump forward to try to block the shot, right? Because when you're
You're
jumping, you're
allowed to
not.
jump forward, but once again, it's not about the defender is jump forward. It's more for if the offensive player is jumping forward. Like yeah, if I pump fake and I just taking my natural shot, like I'm yeah, of course you go jump forward like a foot. But if you literally leaning
You
into
talking
them,
about
like
like the OD shit? I see you saying
yeah,
like
that's what
about
they're gonna take away. They taking that away.
okay.
The OD shit that's obvious. This is not your jump shot.
That's
And you're
that's
trying to
gonna
get that
be
call.
so pretty much that's up to the ref's discretion.
Yeah, it's gonna be up to the ref discretion. But you could tell, like, it's times when Trae Young about to shoot a three, he do the pump fake, and he literally throw his shoulder and body and jump and throw the ball up. Like, that's not your
Mm-hmm.
natural shot. That is not your
I'm
natural shot.
We gonna see a lot of people do that shit. I mean, Trey do it a lot. Harden doing a lot. Steph do it a lot. Steph don't do it that much, but Steph do it.
Steph do it too,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, Steph do it. I mean, oh, all right.
Paul
Well,
George
hopefully
do it a lot, but sometimes they didn't call it, so he'll
they don't
pass out
call it
of
for
it.
Paul George. Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't call it for him.
But
Yeah,
same thing. Paul
Dame
George
do
do
it
it,
a
that'll
lot
be a
too.
huh?
Dame do it a lot. Dame Dollar, he do that a lot.
Yeah. I do want them to
Cause
stop that though.
Dame, Dame was more like they trying to go over the pick and he'll just rise up. But so technically, I mean that is a foul, but
Rising
um,
up and jumping into him is two different things though. Like,
yeah, I
are
get
they trying
that,
to
but I'm
fight?
saying
Like
so it's
when
like
Pat Bev hit Chris Paul, yes, that's a foul. You can't, as he's going up, you can't hit him at all. You cannot. You gotta allow the man to land, go up
so
and
what if
land.
you so if you playing defense, right? and you trying to go over the screen, right? So as you coming over, that nigga just rises up. That's a foul.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
foul. Unless he jumps into you, like he literally about to rise up, and let's say you coming off the left, going to the
And
left
he
off the pick,
leans.
and
And
you
he
lean
leans.
right. Yeah, you
Okay.
lean right, jumping into him. Like that's not your natural shot. But if you literally just pull up right behind the pick and he hits you, yeah, that's a foul then. Yeah,
All right, cool. Got you.
yeah. But congratulations to the Suns, man. You're on your way to the finals. Chris Paul first finals of his 16-year career. It's full circle. He's back with Monty Williams. That was his rookie coach. They both was actually rookies when he came in. Like Monty Williams, that was his first team that he coached. Was the head coach for when Chris Paul got drafted to New Orleans when it was the New Orleans Hornets and stuff. So full circle is a good story to see back around. CP though, if you go win the finals, this is your year because next year you got Clay coming back, you got
Oh
the Lakers healthy. What?
man, I was talking to somebody earlier today. Phoenix may have had the easiest road to the finals in history. Like easier than the Warriors did their first run that I could think of. Like every star player on the team they played was hurt. Not like the Warriors, it was the starting point guard. I'm talking about star, like top player. Anthony, you can arguably say Anthony Davis is the top player on that team. Like him and
Right.
LeBron are like 1A, 1B. Jamal Murray, even though it's Joker team, Jamal Murray is the reason that team go.
Right.
Kawhi Leonard wasn't there. It's
Mm-hmm.
like them niggas played teams who didn't have their best players. It's like I mean,
It's not
I
their
get,
fault.
it's
Just
not
like
their
the
fault.
Warriors, like I say,
I know it's not
like
their fault, but it's like, damn, y'all niggas had it so easy. If y'all don't win that, and then my thing is, and if they do play Milwaukee, they ain't got Giannis. They play the Hawks. Trae still recovering from a bone bruise that ain't gonna be healthy in time because he's gonna be playing every other day. So it's like shit. Like, yeah, I mean, I get it. That's you can't control that, but it's like if everybody was
yeah.
healthy, I don't think them niggas get.
Of course
Them
not.
niggas.
Just like that first Warriors one. But hey, you got to play the games. At the end of the day, you got to come out and fucking play the games. And that's what they did. And they took advantage of those opportunities. You got to take advantage of it then. Hey, they start playing there. Tough titty for them. It ain't on us. We about to just play and shit. So I'm sorry. And they did what they were supposed to do. And now look at them. They in the finals now and stuff. Speaking of that Hawks and Bucks series, tonight we got game 5 tonight. By the time you watch this, it'll game 5 will be over with. We don't know who wins. I feel like Milwaukee is gonna come out inspired, and they're at home because Giannis is not playing, and everybody already counting them out for losing this game without Giannis. But I feel like Milwaukee is gonna come out and win this game tonight. I
Yeah,
don't know.
my bad. Oh, Trey Young is out. I just got an alert. My bad. But yeah, Trey Young is out game 5. So I don't know who's gonna win tonight. I really don't know. I mean, I don't think Atlanta played more of a team basketball, but Atlanta had a lot of niggas hitting shots. I don't think them same
They
niggas gonna
came
hit
out
shots.
inspired without Trey Young, and I feel like Milwaukee is going to do the same thing tonight. They're going to come out inspired. They're back home, more comfortable in the building. It's just something when you play at a place that you're used to that you just play better. Like those role players, everybody
Yeah, I
else on
get
the
that,
team.
but my thing is, you look at it, Milwaukee really ain't got no. They got 6 players, so it's like I get they may come out as inspired and all that, but they ain't got. They can't go deep. They can't go 8, 9 deep like the Hawks can.
That's
So
true.
that
They bench is not deep, but
so that's the
you got that
problem. That's why
monster
I'm like,
right now, and he's becoming to be a monster. Is Chris Middleton? He's becoming to
man,
be
he's
one of
so
those guys.
inconsistent though, bro. He's so inconsistent. He'll drop
He's
40 one
inconsistent.
game and 10 the next, bro. Like,
But
come
we
on,
know he's capable.
25.
Now it's like, okay, it's not a fluke. That's what I'm saying about Chris Middleton. Like, all right, it's not a fluke. He really is a monster when he gets going. So hopefully the Hawks come out with a game plan. But like, all right, we got to shut Chris Middleton down because if he get going, the rest of the team is going to get going. We know he's about to try to go out for 35 tonight. We know what he's about to do. The ball is about to go to his hands tonight. And we know he's capable of doing it. He can put the ball on the floor. He ain't the handle guy, but he can get to his spot. He's 6'7", shooting guard. He can get to his spot. And once he get to his spot, it's almost automatic for Chris Middleton. This ugly Monstar-looking ass nigga be knocking down the shots and shit. And if he get to going, night, and stuff. So I feel like tonight they gonna play a little bit more inspired. They're gonna be a little bit more up for it and stuff because I feel like they would have won if Giannis would have kept playing. The game was too close when Giannis got hurt. It was too
Giannis
close.
got hurt. It was like only 8 points. It was nothing. 8 points in basketball in the third quarter. That's 3 shots. Like
Yeah,
that's really
exactly.
nothing. So and then Giannis had just scored like 6 points in that third quarter. So yeah,
Right.
I feel like if he didn't get hurt, they wouldn't have got blown out. It would have been at least down to the wire, if anything.
Right. Are you on the road? All right, just
So
jump in. We here talking now. We started probably like 10 minutes ago. All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's where we at. But yeah, I think the Bucks go come out a little bit more inspired tonight. Go pull out this
I
win.
don't know, bro. I think Atlanta gonna win, bro. Like I really think Atlanta gonna pop them niggas in 6, bro. I don't see PJ Tucker scoring 20. I don't. Middleton could get you 40. Drew Holiday could get you 20. Brook Lopez could get you 10. Bobby Portis can get you 10. That's it. Like it got to be somebody like Forbes got it. Forbes or Connaughton got to drop 20 for them niggas to win tonight, and that's with Chris Middleton having at least 30. And I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
I do. I feel like somebody's
Like
gonna step up real big that we just don't know right now. So let's be
who?
on the watch
Giannis
out.
brother? Giannis brother gonna
Fuck
step
no.
up there?
No, he's trash.
Giannis brother gonna
Giannis' older brother is trash. He is trash.
Giannis brother gonna step up? You know what's his name?
Yeah.
Steinis or Daniel? Not
Thanasis.
that's it. Yeah, they go Thanasis.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanasis is no, I'm not counting him as one of the people that can just step in and do something. No, I don't see that shit at all. Late entry, we got Tao here now. We were just talking about the Bucks and Hawks series. I was saying that the Bucks might pull this out playing inspired basketball. Jay was saying that he believed the Hawks is gonna come out and win this. Who do you got, Tao, for tonight?
Oh man, ain't nobody playing, bro. I got the Hawks, man.
It's like the Hawks got a better team, and you take out Trae, take out Giannis. Like the Hawks got a better squad. Like
They do.
The Milwaukee has a better second best player. So like Milwaukee still have, I believe, the best player on the court in Middleton, but it's not enough as far as how good he is. He isn't like that much better than their second best.
Right.
And then just overall as a team, Atlanta's better. You know what I mean? So they're deeper. So
right.
Yeah.
I see what you said. So you got Hawks tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I got the Hawks, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose, honestly. But I got the Hawks.
All right. Well, that's where we at right now with that. There was no structural damage to Giannis' knee, but they still don't have a timetable when he'll be able to come back. They're gonna have to finish this series without him. And with that being said, I see the Hawks winning the series in 7. But for some reason tonight, I feel like the Bucks is gonna come out really inspired and win for tonight. That's my opinion on that. When you're back home, your best player ain't there. We got to do it for him tonight. But I don't think it's going to be able to sustain if Giannis don't come out in Game 7. So
Giannis ain't coming back, bro. That shit done. Giannis ain't coming back, man.
I don't know.
Like, low-key, the way they talking, shit, Trae might be out, too.
Yeah, Trae's not playing tonight, as
I'm talking
Jay
about
said.
Trae might be out for the rest of the series, too.
I am really surprised he's not playing though, man. Like, I mean, damn, it didn't look that damn bad, bro. Like, at least I thought he would be good. Like, after, just missing one game. Because you remember was it before the bubble? Yeah, I think it was before they went into the bubble. He had like a Kyrie type ankle injury where he came down on somebody's foot, and that nigga was back in like a week.
A week, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, that shit, same shit happened to me. I'm still recovering from that shit. That shit was like a year ago. So that's why I was surprised. I was like, damn, bro, he had one just like Kyrie last year, man. It came back in like a week and a half.
Yeah. Before you got here, go ahead.
He had them Curry ankle braces on, so I thought like he didn't come back in the game, but yeah, man, I don't know, like I don't know how he fucked this shit up. That shit just crazy. Like it didn't look that bad at all. Then it happened to be a ref.
Only way that I can think of. Only way I can think of is the angle of which he twisted it at. It's like not normally how you come down on somebody's foot. It was more like you about to push off. Like you about to push off, like you running out the box. And it was like, so I'm like, okay, maybe that was just like some freak of nature ass angle, like where that ain't really like supported like that. Or something. I don't know, man. That's the only thing I could think of.
The way that nigga was celebrating when them niggas hit threes, that nigga his foot looked fine to me. Like, nigga was on the sideline jumping and shit.
Same way Kawhi looked good on the bench too, nigga. Nigga getting up, standing up, chilling, cheering. Ain't got no limp, but I mean, obviously he hurt. But
yeah, I guess Kawhi was like, "Yeah, I ain't gonna blame me for this shit. No, I'm gonna sit out."
Yeah, before you got here, Ty, we was saying that everybody hates Chris Paul. Why everybody hates him? You know, did you see the clip of Boogie yelling at Chris Paul?
Of course, I saw what Boogie said. Right?
Jay didn't see it. He didn't see it, so that was news to him.
They ain't see it. Oh,
nah, remember told me, I was like, damn, I missed that one.
That's why don't nobody fuck with your weak ass. He said, and you wonder why nobody fuck with your weak ass.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Chris Paul, as we said earlier, if you go win one, this is your year to win it, because next year the Lakers are back, the Warriors is back, potentially Kawhi is back. It's gonna be hard for you to get back there if you don't get there. If you don't get it this year, this is your chance to try to take over. You did an amazing job last night with 31 in the second half, taking the game over. Like, nah, D-Book, I got this. I'm getting there. And I liked how he still bigged up Clipper Nation and everything at the end of it. You know, he said, "Hey, I'm a Clipper."
Like that, man. I didn't like that.
Why not?
I didn't like that. I mean, I just didn't feel like
you wouldn't have
said that. You wouldn't have said that shit had you won if y'all was playing Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So I think of Chris Paul. Do you think of Chris Paul more as a Hornet or more as a Clipper?
A Clipper.
Interesting.
I think his best years, his prime years, was when he was with the Clippers. So that's why for me.
That's a tough question.
I don't know, man. But I just feel you didn't. I just feel you didn't have to mention that. That's all, me personally, you know. But hey.
I got you. All right. Well, that's it from the NBA playoffs at this time. But did y'all see Scottie Pippen out here wilding?
I see why. I didn't know he had a book coming out.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? All this shit.
Yeah, this nigga Scottie Pippen's out here
one
wilding.
Thing I thought about KD, like, need to work on his roasting skills with Pippen, because one thing I would have said when he was talking all that shit to Scottie about drawing up to play for the better shooter and all that other shit, I would have been like, yeah, nigga, I watched that Last Dance shit, and that's why I took that same shot in game 7 when we played, because it's pretty much the same shot. Kukoc did the same shot KD did to take sending in overtime.
Yeah.
except it was a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? But it was like the same play and the same kind of like you start with your back to the basket and kind of like turn and fade. It was like the same shot that Kuzco shot. So I was like, man, Katie, you should have mentioned that shit. Really got under his skin, nigga.
I'll tell you, man. So for the people that don't know, Scottie Pippen is out here really wilding in the media right now. He said that the play that Tal was just mentioning about Kukoc that was drawn up that he didn't go back in the game for, he said that was racially motivated, which I don't think anybody in the sports world will say that. Like, nigga, no, Kukoc was the better shooter, and that's what y'all needed right there, nigga. And then drew it up for you to inbound the ball. The inbounder is just as crucial as the shooter. I'm saying at the time that you was the best player on
I
the
wouldn't
team.
say all that. You sound like Kwame Brown saying I was setting some mean picks, nigga.
You wouldn't want Bill Cartwright throwing in the ball. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, which is true, because I mean, Phoenix wouldn't have got that oop to Aiden if Booker wouldn't have said that mean pick, but on Zubac. But
Right.
still, you don't say that shit though.
No, I get it.
I mean, you think that shit, but you don't say that shit to the public. They say that shit in the locker room, like, you know, fuck.
That's like for the like real basketball aficionados and shit, man. Like, okay, I saw that big book. I saw that big Kwame, but you know,
Nah. But yeah, that was one thing Scottie Pippen saying. Another thing he said that Phil Jackson tried to sabotage Kobe, which was like, what, nigga? Come on, man.
No, that was true. That was true.
Why you say that?
Because remember, coincidentally, Phil Jackson was coming out a book after he stopped with the Lakers his first run. And he was like airing out all Kobe dirty laundry in his book, like how he was like in the locker room, like he's a selfish player, like all
I forgot
shit.
about that.
Like,
yes, you're right.
In on Kobe, nigga, all his personal shit, he was airing that nigga out, and then like came back to coaching. So, but it was like, yo, like who would write something like that about? Yeah, like why would you put that in your book? So he was right pretty much about everything, I think, except for the racial part.
You're right. Okay.
Because even if you look at it from the standpoint with the whole Kukoc shit of just, you know, they all hated Jerry Krause, right?
Right.
And Jerry Krause thought like Kukoc was about to be like the face of the franchise. You know, you all watch Last Dance and all that shit. Like he was like hella Kukoc, like, yeah, we gonna get rid of the rest of all y'all. This is like the European Jordan, all this other crazy shit. So for Phil, and like, you know, he's adamant that Phil's not coming back. Why would Phil want to highlight Krause's player?
Right.
You know what I mean? To be like, oh, like, yeah, you was right, Jerry. Like, you trying to get rid of me? You trying to fire me? Like, yeah, he's really that good. Like, you know, he's our next best option since Jordan isn't here. Like, why would he try to prove him right and give it to Kukoc? I just think he was just trying to win the fucking game.
Correct. I think he was just trying to win the game. I don't believe that shit was racially motivated. Scotty,
I need to look at the numbers from that game. Like, who was shooting what? Like, was Kukoc having a better game or some shit? Like, I mean, was Pippen like? Well, I could get if Pippen said that shit. If Pippen was like, "Yo, nigga, I done hit like 5 threes this game. I'm hot. You know, I'm only missed 2 shots. You know, some shit like that." Like, but statistically speaking, Kukoc was a better 3-point shooter. So,
but he didn't even shoot a 3-pointer, bro.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you're right. He shot a mid-range. Right. You're right.
Did you see what he said about Jordan doing that Steve Kerr shit for the cameras?
I don't believe that shit either.
I don't either, man. Like,
come on. We even saw it on The Last Dance. Jordan just knew what the play was going to happen. Jordan was telling him, Jordan don't give a fuck about the cameras. We saw that from The Last Dance. He clearly don't give a fuck about the cameras in his face. He was literally just telling him, this is what they're going to do. They're going to double team me. I'm going to throw this ball to you. And you see Steve Kerr like, I'm going to knock down a shot. Because Jordan just beat his ass the practice beforehand.
Yeah. But I think it just like depends on the context of what you take in Scotty. Like, some people is just like, well, nigga, how would Jordan know that y'all gonna be down by 1 and you know, like this is whole like y'all gonna be down by 1 with 8 seconds left and y'all gonna like script this shit? Because Scotty was basically saying it was scripted, like he was doing it for the cameras. There's no way you can script how a game is gonna end, but that's how a lot of people was taking it. But I just think what Scotty was saying was more so like he saw the cameras and then like kind of played it up.
Try to big up Steve Kerr and shit. Like, all right, y'all, they gonna do this.
Yeah, like trying to play it up
ready,
for the cameras. Like, hey man, I'm gonna pass it to you, man. Like, you better make it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as far as like if they weren't there, he probably wouldn't have communicated it in that way, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I get it from that standpoint, but just we don't know Jordan, but just from the Last Dance documentary, from all the stuff that we've seen over the years, I don't think Jordan gave 3 fucks that camera was there. None whatsoever. This is really how he felt. Yo, they about to double team me. You better knock down this shot. The only thing he probably would have said the camera wasn't there was probably, I'm gonna beat your ass if you miss. That's probably the only thing that he didn't say because the camera.
And that's what I'm saying, man. I think it may be some truth to it, because where in that Last Dance, out of all those fucking episodes, did you see Jordan positively motivating a teammate?
Done.
He led by like fear, right? That's what everybody said. Like fear, he an asshole, he cussing people out, whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Like I didn't see anywhere in that documentary where he was like a LeBron type leader. I mean, there's different type of leaders that you can lead by fear, motivation, you know, etc. But I didn't see any clip in that whole shit like where it's like, okay, damn, Jordan be like, you know, okay, he be bringing the best out of nigga, like this nigga, you know, get you, like he confident in you. I never got that. I never saw that. So maybe that's what he's saying. Is like he saw the cameras and like gonna try to turn on this positive shit. It's like you said, if they wasn't there, he would be like, man, you better make this shit up, make this shot, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I got it. I get it. I get it what he's saying there. But yeah, he need to be worried about loss of pimping out here, fucking Future and that Malik Beasley and shit. That was Scottie Pippen need to be putting in the book.
I'm pretty sure that's in there somewhere.
Like, yo, my wife is a whore.
He called Jordan selfish, which I mean everybody knew.
Everybody knew that now. Come on, yeah.
He went at Mike.
Yeah, Jordan might even say it, but like, yeah, nigga, I'm selfish. I trust me, nigga. Fuck you.
When does this book come out, man? When does this book come out?
I have no idea.
I have no idea, but I guess it's coming out sooner or later since he on a press run and shit with dreadlocks. So I'm guessing.
Yo, Scottie think he 20, bro. Scottie think he 20. Out here looking like Jello ball and shit.
I know, but his wife thinks she's 20. Shit, she out here living the thought life.
That's why he out here thinking he's 20. His wife is like, "Well, shit, nigga." He like, "Well, shit, man. My wife like these young niggas. I'm trying to look like these young niggas, man. I might get her back, man."
You know, she tried to fuck Bronny. You know,
he's not trying to fuck Bronny, man.
I know, man, but that rumor was hilarious, though. That rumor was so funny. Like, I didn't believe that at all, but it was just funny. Like, yeah, she's after LeBron's son. Oh shit! All right, so we got Scottie Pippen wilding. Chauncey Billups now is the coach for the Blazers, but they bringing up all his old accusations in 1997. This rape allegations that he had from 24 years. And Tyler, you brought a great point when we was out the other day. Why they just not bringing it up now? Why they didn't bring it up when he started working for ESPN, when he became the assistant coach for the Clippers and stuff like that? Like, now it's like a real, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, nigga, but in this case, it's very valid. Like, yo, are y'all just trying to put this nigga down for Becky Hammond? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, pretty much, man. I think
exactly what it is. It was between him and Becky Hammond. They was like, "Why y'all gave it to the rapist? Y'all gave it to Becky Hammond?" Or you know, they want a female coach in the league, and you know, they're gonna try to, you know, change the narrative to make that shit the case. So.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. I don't like how the media is doing Chauncey Billups right now and stuff. But he is the coach of the Blazers. I don't know if that's enough to keep Dame, but isn't he under contract? Right?
James Harden was under contract. That shit don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think if anybody's under contract, if you're an assistant, they're gonna stop you from getting a head coaching position.
Oh, you talking about Chauncey?
Not for Chauncey. I'm talking about for Dame, because you know they've been now talks like, well, Dame wasn't a part of the hiring process. They ain't asked for his opinion and stuff.
Oh no, Dame is under contract, nigga. Yeah, he ain't going like he got like 4 years left or some shit.
He just signed some crazy deal like a year or two ago, nigga. He
signed a Supermax, right? Yeah, he signed a Supermax.
Yeah. Okay, he could try to. I mean, he could try to force his way out like Harden did with years on this deal, but. You know, I saw something that was saying like Chauncey is concerned about Dame, like, you know, if he wants to like really stay there or not. But
I think it just depends on what they surround them niggas with. Cause it's like when you look at their roster, you be like, yo, how the hell them niggas not? How they don't win more games? How they don't got enough? Like, why they like a 6 seed? Like. They roster, they got talent. That shit just don't gel together. So I don't.
You could say it's coaching. You could see Terry Stotts was like the Doc Rivers of like Doc Rivers, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Chauncey could get there and kind of have like that Lou Will mojo. these niggas look totally different next year.
Right. And finally get them over the hump.
Shit. What happened to Robert Covington, yo? He used to be nice, man. What happened to that guy?
I don't know. Let me see. He was with Philly, then left Philly and went where before he went to the Blazers?
Covington be playing straight.
Say what?
Covington be playing straight. Like, what you mean?
Bro, I don't
I mean, you gotta understand, bro. He like a sixth option. Like they got him playing like center now. Like he be guarding like Joker and shit.
He do be
like,
guarding.
I think they play him more for like rebound. Like I be seeing him like getting like 10 rebounds and shit now. That all happened when he went to Houston, dog. They was like, oh, this dude can rebound. This dude can like check bigger players. And ever since then, bro, he ain't been like a small forward no more.
Yeah, he been playing more powerful.
That nigga been a center. He's like, all right, bro, you right. Center that can shoot threes.
Y'all got Covington guarded Joker now? Like, what?
See what happened. He got torched.
Right. No wonder he dead on offense.
Getting torched on the defensive side. And then Jason Kidd is now the coach of Dallas. I think that's going to help a lot with Luka's development. With Luka's development, because Luka is a point guard, big point guard, 6'8". Jason Kidd, 6'5" point guard. He's back with the team he won a championship with. Hopefully he learned how to coach since then, because I think he was terrible when he was with Brooklyn. Especially when he had to get Milwaukee, yep. Especially when he had to do run into him on purpose and stuff, so he could drop his dream.
Get the timeout.
Well, no, that was smart. That's probably the best coaching move you ever made. But I don't. I mean, I kind of had that feeling like, can he coach though? Like, I mean, I appreciate a black guy getting hired with these hires, but it's like Jason Kidd. I mean, his resume with his coaching don't really stand out like that, man. So.
I guess they hope it's because
if he don't do good in Dallas, this might be his last coaching job.
I agree with that.
He always end up with jobs. I don't know how, man. He's staying in a job.
At least head coaching job. We'll say that. Last head coaching job, at least for a while and stuff. I mean, I guess Mark Cuban is hoping that he was one of the assistant coaches when they won the championship in the bubble, so maybe he learned something between then and the coaching when he was at Milwaukee to now. So.
They got the old band back together. They got Dirk in the front office. They got Jason Terry and JJ Barea assistant coaches. Well,
they got what's his name, Michael Finley.
Oh yeah, Michael Finley in the front office too. I'm like, man, they got that whole squad back together, nigga.
Hey, we always say that Mark Cuban take care of his guys, man. So.
Yeah, I mean, look what he did for Delonte. I give him that, because everybody else looking at Delonte. LeBron, why you gonna treat your stepfather like that, man? That's fucked up.
Oh man, I think that is it from an NBA standpoint. I don't got anything else. Y'all got anything from the NBA?
Nah,
man. Nah. All right. The Javante Davis fight. Did y'all see that the other day? Last Saturday?
I watched highlights of it. I ain't watched the fight.
So the biggest thing from that is that Floyd was like sitting behind his corner, and you can see the clip. I post the clip up of Floyd not jumping in the ring, but you can hear him yelling to Javante like, "Hey, you're losing the fight right now. You're losing." This was like at round 9. They got him winning. You need to step this shit up. And then by round 11, Javante just started throwing these fucking haymakers on this nigga and start knocking him the fuck out. And shit. And Javante Davis won in round 11 of the fight. It was here in Atlanta, so it was a thought fest. I gotta tell y'all,
the fight was here.
Yeah, it was here in
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I didn't know that shit until afterwards. Yeah, it was here.
Yeah, maybe because it was during the Soulja Boy and Bow Wow Verzuz. I don't know. That's what I was watching. I didn't know it was here either till afterwards. Did y'all see that Verzuz?
Soulja Boy.
Bow Wow?
Nah, I saw Little Romeo come out and perform this one hit that nobody knew. But yeah. Man.
No, this shit was pure comedy. Soulja Boy has to be the funniest rapper out of anybody. That nigga there is hilarious. That nigga played the same song 3 times in a row. He ain't give a fuck. Like, nah, fuck you, Bow Wow. You gonna hear this song again. Bow Wow was like, you just played this song and you about to hear it again. You about to hear it again. This time I got Nicki Minaj on it. This time I got French Montana on it. Yes, nigga, you gonna keep hearing this goddamn song. And at first, before the thing, I was saying that I thought Soulja Boy was about to wipe Bow Wow ass off. But Bow Wow, I forgot. Bow Wow is a real entertainer. He's a real performer. He's been doing this shit since he was fucking 3 years old. So Bow Wow basically treated this like this is gonna be a concert, bro. JD out, the Brat, and stuff. And it was like a concert. He was like, fuck this. I'm gonna do this just like a concert. But Soulja Boy is just a nigga. So he was like, nah, fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. We're gonna change the song on the fly. I'm gonna play Pretty Boy Swag. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was hard when he played that shit. But
you got Bow Wow winning.
Yeah, I think Bow Wow won that. Yeah.
So do you have Bow Wow winning because of the clout that he was pulling? Like, oh, I'm gonna bring out the Brad, I'm gonna bring out JD, or do you actually think that his songs that he was playing were better than Soulja Boy's?
No, I think he won because of performance. That's more why he won, not because his songs were better. Because I still think Soulja Boy had better songs, 100%.
I mean, but I don't think that's what Versus is about, though, right?
That's not what it's supposed to be about. But we've seen in other verses is that the performance does matter. How do you perform these fucking songs and shit? Do you get the crowd hype? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of why I say Bow Wow.
My thing is like, granted, we all can say Soulja Boy got the hits is bigger than Bow Wow. But my thing is, some of these dudes, like I didn't really watch it, but I'll use Rick Ross and 2 Chainz for example. When Rick Ross went against 2 Chainz, Rick Ross had hella shit that he ain't play, and it was just like, nigga, like if you just look at Rick Ross and 2 Chainz just off top, you're like, Rick Ross will wipe this nigga just off features and hits. But Rick Ross, it depends about what songs you play, like during the verses. So everybody think you're gonna play these 20 songs, and then you don't play them 20 songs. It's like, damn, this nigga ain't do this shit, this nigga ain't do that shit. So it kind of depends on shit like that too. So, but I ain't watching. I don't know what Soulja Boy played or not, so I ain't watching. But.
Yeah, the verses that's going on right now as we speak, it just started. It's Bobby Brown versus Keith Sweat and everything.
Oh, that's tonight.
That's on. It's literally on right now. It just came on.
Oh wow! You know what? I thought about that versus, and my whole opinion was on that is that would be a great versus if them niggas if they just played the track. Like, but if they're performing, like Bobby Brown can't sing no more, dog. Like, I mean, he's like, listen, keep it 100, dog. Like, that nigga be up there slurring and shit, dog. So it's like, all right, man, that's why I don't like the perform. That's why I don't like the shit performances, dog. Like, just play. That's why I liked it when they was at the crib and just like, just bang them shits out in a nice Dolby Atmos sound. You know what I mean? And like, let's rock out to the original joints. But when you 70 years fucking gross, nigga, I mean, that pain shit, but you had strokes and all that drug shit. Like, you ain't gonna sound the same. You like on some Eddie Kane shit, nigga. So it's like, it's gonna sound good.
Oh man, yeah, you're right. I agree with you on that. The Bobby Brown definitely can't sing anymore. So after we get off, I'm gonna cut that on and see how that's going by the time we finish and stuff. They might be halfway through it and stuff. So yeah, that's going on right now. Let me see. Did y'all see the shot with Tom Brady?
Yeah, I seen it. It was overrated to me, but
overrated. Why you say overrated?
I mean, if you
said overrated,
I'm saying the episode. If you look at, well, I won't say overrated. It was misleading. If you look at the trailers, you would think like, you would think it was more Brady than anything, but it really wasn't. It was more like tally seed, so I ain't gonna really spoil it, but it was more like more Kid Cudi than it was more Kid Cudi, and it was just like, huh? Like, you got Tom Brady to go here? Like, you got like, I mean, Draymond Green, he talks shit, so he opened up about some certain shit, but it was like a lot of focus was on Kid Cudi, and it was just like I wasn't expecting that. So when I was watching it kind of just threw me off. But I guess my expectations was more on Brady and shit. But I mean, I guess you gotta.
But I mean, if you look
go for the masses.
If you look at Brady's history, man. If you look at Brady history, like, you know, he don't ever really give people much. So I think he was just there more so for the look. Like, but he ain't gonna really get into like much personal shit. You know what I mean?
He said
like
that too.
really like any.
He said that too.
He said that too. Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
because
more like, yeah, anytime I say something, it's definitely thought about. Like, you know, he was telling Draymond, like, I wish I could just say what's on my mind, but everything I say, 95% of it is
it's a
calculated
lot.
and thought about. He's
Yeah,
like, so
it's probably a lot.
if I'm gonna sit there and say, I think this corner's trash, I'm not gonna say that shit out loud. I'm gonna sit there and say, you know, he's a great corner. I'm not gonna throw him, and I'm not gonna throw his way. He's having a great season. But when the game starts, I'm gonna throw the ball at that nigga every fucking
nigga
play.
all game.
So it's just like, he said that, I was just like, okay.
They didn't ask him what was up with that made in Make America Great Again hat.
Nah, they ain't asking that. I was hoping they did, but they didn't. They didn't. At least they ain't show it if they did.
Listen, so did they talk about the play when he thought it was third down instead of fourth down?
Nah, he ain't talking about that there.
But I could have swore I saw a trailer that said something about that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
not off the shop. He talked about it with the House of Highlights. They asked him about it.
Oh,
that was with the House of Highlights, and he was like, "That's when he came out and said, like, yeah, I didn't know what down it was. I can honestly say that now. Like, I clearly did not know what down it was. I honestly thought it was third down instead of fourth.
I thought he talked about it on the shop. But
no, it wasn't on the shop. It was with House of Highlights.
Cool.
All right, man. And then coming out of yesterday, college athletes now can make money off of their image and everything. So it's been funny seeing the tweets from like past players like Reggie Bush saying like, yo, should I get my Heisman back now? Like, this is why y'all took my Heisman. Players can make money off their name. I made money, so can I get my Heisman back? And I agree with him. What does that have to do with his play on the field? The Heisman is about your play.
About Reggie Bush, bum ass.
He's one of the best college players of all time.
Man, that nigga was overrated.
What? In college? Not in the league.
College?
In college?
No, bro. Not overrated.
All right.
He's one of the best running backs of all time in college.
College. I gotta think. I'm thinking league. I'm thinking NFL. My bad.
I think I started off by saying college athletes can make money.
Right.
I started off with saying that. Like, nigga. No, man, Reggie Bush, but he was saying, JJ Redick was saying, like, yo, I could have made a killing because remember, JJ Redick, hell of a career at Duke. It's like I could have made a hell lot of money. I mean, I would have wasted it all on beer and Lacoste shirts with the collar popped up. But I could have made hell of money. Funny. Yeah. He's like, but I could have made hell of money. What the hell? So it's great that they did this. I'm really happy for the college athletes, man, that y'all are finally able to make money. Johnny Manziel was like, we can finally sell the number 2 jersey at Texas A&M now, and I can actually make some money.
So what? I mean, so they make money, but what's anybody know the percentages, the cuts? What's the percentages?
No, we don't know that detail.
I mean, they can make money. They can be like, oh, all right, them players get 5%. Nigga, that ain't shit. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Better than nothing. I mean, but no, it's not going to be 5%, Jay.
Yeah, it's going to be more than that. Come on. I mean, yes, the school is still going to benefit from it, of course, but not as much as they was beforehand when the players wasn't getting no money. You selling my jersey, and I just dropped 30, and then you go on the school website, my jersey is up there for $60, and it's sold out now. I ain't getting nothing from it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Yeah, how you gonna feel if you like the last play on the bet? Like, yo, I want y'all to sell my jersey in the bookstore too.
That's your fault. You should have been better, nigga.
But you know what, man? You know the crazy thing about all this is, man, the great Nostradamus LeVar Ball started this shit a long ass time ago.
Agreed.
When he was doing his BBB league, he like, yo, y'all come up with y'all own shit. Y'all come up with y'all jerseys. Y'all gonna get a percentage off of it. Y'all want to brand y'all shit, like all that shit, like, and then
agreed.
Yep.
Agreed.
College LeVar the GOAT, man. LeVar the GOAT.
He is, bro. I fuck with LeVar. Heavy. I don't know why niggas wanted LeVar to fail, man. Other than the whack ass shoes he was trying to do. Like, all right, you wilding now, nigga. But other than that, everything else was, I was like, yeah, I'm all for it, nigga. Hell yeah.
You're not gonna get the designer Jellos, man.
No, bro, I'm not getting the designer
With the
Jellos,
Italian
nigga.
leather, man. The
No,
Italian
I'm not
leather,
getting.
casual
I'm
Hey,
not
shoe,
doing
bro.
that at all.
Come
I might
on,
as well go
man.
buy me some.
I'm gonna look on StockX for some Zo2s, man. See them
No,
shit on
nigga.
them shit next
No,
time we hoop.
no, no,
You
nigga.
can wear, you
No,
can wear
nigga.
your one blazer with them, man.
oh
A suit jacket, whatever you be doubling that shit up
shit. Hey man, if I would do that, I might as well go buy some Munyatis, just like how Lil Romeo came out promoting
Oh
everything in
my
that
God.
in that verses. That nigga is just like Master P. He came out of the verses like, yo, we got these rap snacks, I got these noodles, I got these shit.
I know he need to stop calling himself Kobe, dog. Cause
He did say that. He did
Like,
say that.
no,
That
bro.
was wild. That was wild. Like,
No.
Bow Wow, you Jordan. You was like Jordan, our generation. I'm like, okay. He was like, and I'm like, Kobe. Whoa, nigga. Whoa, 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 whoa,
what?
whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe Soulja Boy was like Kobe of that
I mean,
generation, not you.
But then it's like, even like when you made your comparison of how you're like his comparisons was right about Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. Like, you know, okay,
Right.
Soulja Boy, you changed the game. You brought the internet in, the YouTube. Yeah, niggas writing their name on their sunglasses, all this shit.
Uh-huh.
You know, Bow Wow, obviously you the originator of it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then he said, he was like, I wasn't the most talented, but I worked my ass off. Yes, he was. This nigga came out of high school at 17. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I forgot.
Like, nigga, you can't. Like, you cannot not be talented and then be like, it's not like Kobe was an undrafted player and like worked his ass off and became Kobe. Like, no, nigga,
Right.
that nigga was a fucking prodigy, nigga. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The nigga like
right.
6 languages. Like, what are you saying, bruh? Like, what?
You're right.
This nigga was playing with pros at like 13. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, he was just all off base, man. I'm just like, and I want to say this here, man. I am sick and tired, and I need them to retire this Flowers shit, dog.
I
This shit
agree.
is getting out of control, man.
I agree.
This shit
I'm with you.
this shit is getting out of control. They're
I am
saying
with
it
you.
all on the verses. I was watching NBA Countdown, and they were saying, Flowers, give them their rose, give Paul George his rose, give such and such his roses, give him his flowers now. I'm just like, y'all are running this shit into the fucking ground, bro.
I'm with
Like,
you.
it's just getting, it's too much.
Hey,
I'm with you. I'm with you. Speaking of the Paul George thing, did you see how Shaq and LeBron was talking about the injuries and everything about the season? LeBron basically came out and said, hey, this is why I was talking about the shortened season. And Shaq basically said, like, look, bitch, I make $200 million a year. Why am I going to complain about the length of game? I'm supposed to be out there day after day after day after day, bat to bat to bat. If I was able to, fuck that. I'm playing and shit. And I get it from both sides. Both sides. I agree with both of them. I don't think either one of them was wrong.
LeBron mad because he not in the finals.
That's all it is.
That's all this shit is.
He is making himself look real salty right now. And it's like, bro, like, I know this is your first time ever getting out in the first round. Like, are you saying that, like, fuck the finals? Like, are you just, like, trying to, like, give excuses of why you, like, didn't make the first round? Like, it's okay if you didn't get out. They're like, God damn, like, it's
the first time in your career, man. Come on, man. It's cool.
Jordan didn't get out the first round, bro.
Right, bro. It's the first time in your career, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Come on, dog. Come on. And he started putting up Drake lyrics, talking about like all the bigger people are against me. Da, 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 da. Like he talking about the NBA is against him now because the ratings are up highest since he been in the finals and shit for the playoffs. So like LeBron, come on, man. Stop being salty, bro. But I agree with what he was saying about the season.
Ratings are high. Wait. You said the ratings are higher now than really?
Yeah, it is. It came out last week that the playoff ratings are higher this year than they've been in the past 10 years.
I mean, I could see that because, I mean, you do hear like a lot of the casual fans be like, why am I going to watch it if it's just like the Lakers and Warriors or like the Cavs and Warriors every year? Like, why would I? Like, you know,
somebody new.
That shit is rigged. You know what I mean? It's always the same team. So I think now, since this is kind of like low key, like a little March Madness shit, low key, like, you like, what the fuck? Like, they got all kind of people coming out of nowhere, like, you never thought we'd get there and like winning the shit. So I think that's probably bringing in more of like a casual fan to watch this season.
Yep. So I agree with both aspects. Shaq saying, hey, I'm gonna be out there all the time. These people got their hard-earned money to come see me play, and I'm gonna try to give them a show every fucking time if I'm fucking able to, and stuff like that. Plus, because I'm making $200 million and shit. Why the fuck would I not try to play? Fuck this. I'm gonna go out here and do my job and entertain. So I get it from both sides. Both sides have great points and everything.
Yo,
Even though LeBron's
one thing I did notice, man, that was just kind of like crazy when I was watching the Phoenix game last night, and they was kind of going down to DeAndre Ayton pretty often, throwing it to him in the post, letting him work. I was like, dude, it just looked so foreign. I was like, man, I remember back when like Shaq, David Robinson, Hakeem, Ewing, like that was just like the offense. So like it was just so weird seeing like because you haven't seen that shit in so long. Everything is just all perimeter, dog. Like all perimeter. You'll throw it down to somebody every now and again. But like I remember like with those guys I just mentioned, bro, like that was the off. Like you coming down, you throwing it to Shaq 10 straight times, bro. Like work out Shaq. You know what I mean? So just to like see that, I was like, damn, dog, like they really don't play in the post no more, dog. Like at all.
At all.
It's no dominant post player in the league. Not one. Because Embiid could be, but he doesn't.
Okay, agreed. Yep. All right, I'm with you. Because that's what I was about to say. Like Embiid, but then what you just said. Yep.
No, but I'm talking like you remember them old Laker games, bro?
100%.
Yeah, like Sacramento, like the Weber, like they would feed them, like they'd be in the post, bro.
Throw it to him on the block, clear out, cut through.
It's no dominant back to the basket player in the league at all. Everything is just off perimeter. Even the biggest niggas like Embiid out there, doing step backs and shit, bro. Like
You're
shit
right.
crazy.
You are 100% right on that. Yes. Oh man, that's hilarious. Hey man, did y'all see Fast 9?
No.
Nah. I watched half of it. Actually, nah, I did watch that shit. Well, it was on, but that shit. That was horrible.
All right, fuck this shit. I don't give a fuck. Spoiler alert. This shit deserved to be spoiled. I don't give a fuck now.
Come on, man. We ain't seen the shit, bro.
All right, I'm gonna say this for next week because I gotta talk about Fast 9. I have to, yo. This shit was ridiculous. All right, I'll put it on the back burner for next week.
Well, okay, let me ask you this though. So, because we can still talk about this shit without spoiling shit, bro.
Okay.
Like, where would you rank this out of the 9?
Ooh, right with Tokyo Drift.
Is it better than Tokyo Drift, man?
Bro,
yes,
it's
better.
Close.
It's entertaining. It's entertaining, but nothing makes sense. Zero.
They close.
Zero makes sense. And I want to talk about it so bad.
Is it
but it's
better
entertaining
than Tokyo Drift?
Bro, it's
Barely.
close, bro. I don't
Barely.
know. But damn, bro.
Barely. So
by
much
like
unbelievable
the skin
shit.
of his teeth, bro. It's like
okay,
a Giannis
so
free
you were
throw
right.
better than Tokyo Drift.
What you about to say, Tal?
I said, so you would rank it above Tokyo Drift?
Barely.
Yeah. I mean, if you had to, I would, but
only because there's more action in this one than it was in Tokyo Drift. It was still entertaining. It just nothing was believable. Nothing was believable in this one. They didn't try to make anything believable.
They did this movie before COVID, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't make no excuse for I want to say that one scene so bad.
Nah, bro. Nah, I know exactly what scene you're talking about. Hell,
it makes no sense. Like, come on. Really? Y'all just said fuck everything. Fuck physics. Fuck everything. We don't care. All right, I'm gonna put that on the back burner for next week, man. We're gonna say that for next week's conversation.
So that I'm clear though. Hold on. So that I'm clear. Tokyo Drift is number 9, and you're saying this is number 8.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I didn't know if you was ranking Tokyo Drift higher somewhere, but just saying.
Oh no! If anybody watched, nigga, anybody says Tokyo Drift is the worst Fast and Furious movie, nigga, you got a problem, nigga. That shit.
Nigga, Bow Wow ain't gonna say
that. All right, I'm gonna say this. This is not a spoiler. This is not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. This is known. Bow Wow is in this one. He's in this one.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I'll say it's not. They brought everybody back except Paul Walker. Rest in peace.
Did they bring my man from 106 in Park that wanted the Chinese dude? What's his name?
Not Jen.
Jen, yeah, he was in Fast
Yeah.
and
No.
Furious.
Oh no, he wasn't in this one. All right, they brought all back the main characters that
I
was in the
forgot
movie.
he was in Fast
I
and
did
Furious.
too.
Man,
I forgot too.
I
And not
forgot
Ja
about
Rule. Ja Rule didn't make this one either. Not Ja Rule.
Damn, man.
But everybody
Hey,
else.
Hey, Jay, I thought you didn't see it.
Nah, I seen the first half, and then the second half I stopped. I couldn't do it no more. Nigga. I started
No, you
doing
have to
other
get to the
things.
second half because it gets
I
worse.
was doing other things, and it was just
It
on
gets
like in the background.
it gets worse, bro. You have to watch the second half because you have to watch the second half. It gets worse, bro. Like, oh man, I just want to say it. Never mind. Yes, please watch the second half of it. It gets way worse afterwards. Way worse.
Copy.
Yeah. All right, we'll table this for next week. Next week is gonna be a spoiler alert on Fast 9. So it's not even spoiler alert then because you had 2 weeks to watch it now, people. So yeah, we bring it up. Anyway, man, I think that is all we have for this week, man. It was a good week, man. Everybody hates Chris. That's the name of this episode. Everybody hates Chris. So anyway, like, subscribe, share, comment, send us the feedback, tell somebody, and we out this motherfucker. Holla.